My old friend said to me that I ain't being what I'm supposed to be. Well, I don't know, could be true. I know I wasn't always there for you. And now you're ready to walk out, you're ready to run. Talk to me, can't you see? I would never want to do what it seems I've done. You can't deal me the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. The things you think I should do, I've never understood that part of you. You know I've tried to be a friend, but you feel undermined and hurt again. Now don't let it convince you, please don't take it to heart. Compromise and realize you can never really run everything you start. You can't deal me the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. I said I couldn't see how things could turn out like they've come to be. And if I lied, and if I knew, well, I was only trying to think of you. And now you're ready to walk out, you're ready to run. Talk to me, can't you see? I would never want to do what it seems I've done. You can't deal me the aces and think I wouldn't play. Don't let this be the reason you would walk away. This be the reason you would walk away.
We were poor when I was a young'un. I don't remember ever going hungry. Daddy made sure we didn't do without. I went to school with some of these fellas. They had money and I was jealous. I didn't know then what I know now. Daddy'd say you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. It's what's inside that really matters. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. He said some things just glitter and shine. Taught us that love was the one thing money couldn't buy. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. I left home right out of high school, Got me a big car, thought it was real cool, cruising around the old neighborhood. I'd see Daddy after church on Sunday, say you'll have to go riding with me someday. Just said no, I never understood. He asked me how I bought it, I told him on credit. Daddy just smiled, I'll never forget it. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. He said some things just glitter and shine. Taught us that love was the one thing money couldn't buy. Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. It took a while, but now I'm grown, settled down with kids of my own. The more I give them, the more they want. Daddy left us last November. I don't remember him ever looking better, all laid out in his Sunday best. I'm sure instead of all that attention, all he'd have wanted was a few words mentioned. A simple man simply laid to rest. As they drove him away in that big Cadillac with a tear in my eye, I had to laugh. 'Cause Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. He said some things just glitter and shine. Well, just this once, I hope Daddy enjoyed the ride. 'Cause Daddy never was the Cadillac kind. I know my daddy never was the Cadillac kind. I don't need your rocking chair, your Geritol or your Medicare. Well, I still got neon in my veins. This gray hair don't mean a thing. I do my rocking on the stage. You can't put this possum in a cage. Our body's old, but it ain't impaired. I don't need your rocking chair. I ain't ready for the junkyard yet, 'cause I still feel like a new Corvette. It might take a little longer, but I'll get there. Well, I don't need your rocking chair. I don't need your rocking chair, your Geritol or your Medicare. I've still got neon in my veins. This gray hair don't mean a thing. I do my rocking on the stage. You can't put this possum in a cage. My body's old, but it ain't impaired. Well, I don't need this rocking chair. Retirement don't fit in my plan. You can keep your seat, I'm gonna stand. An Eskimo needs a Frigidaire, like I need your rocking chair. I don't need your rocking chair. You don't need your rocking chair. Your Geritol or your Medicare. Geritol or your Medicare. I've still got neon in my veins.
Still got neon in
Yeah, my body's old, but it ain't impaired.
Well, you know he ain't impaired.
Well, I don't need your rocking chair.
You don't need no rocking chair.
My body's old, but it ain't impaired.
Yeah, we all know you ain't impaired.
I don't need your rocking chair.
They were farm kids way down in Dixie, met in high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, he climbed up on the water tower, stood on the rail and painted a 10-foot heart. And John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene in letters 3 foot high. And the whole town said that he should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere Green. They settled down on 80 acres, raising sweet corn, kids and tomatoes. They went together like a hand and a glove. On a clear day from their front yard, if you look and know what to look for, off to the east you can still read his words of love. In John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene in letters 3 foot high. And the whole town said the boy should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. In John Deere Green. Now more than once the town has discovered painting over it ain't no use. There ain't no paint in the world that'll cover it. The heart keeps showing through. In John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene in letters 3 foot high. And the whole town said the fool should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. In John Deere Green. Ah, Green Greenwood. someone lets a whistle out. A girl like her, she just can't see what the fuss is all about. And she don't know she's beautiful. Never crossed her mind. She don't know she's beautiful. No, she's not that kind. She don't know she's beautiful. Though time and time I've told her so. Morning comes and her hair's all a mess. That's when she thinks she looks her worst. It's times like this she don't know why I can't take my eyes off her. 'Cause she don't know she's beautiful. Never crossed her mind. She don't know she's beautiful. No, she's not that kind. She don't know she's beautiful. Though time and time I've told her she don't know she's beautiful. Never crossed her mind. She don't know she's beautiful. No, she's not that kind. She don't know she's beautiful. Though time and time I've told her she don't know she's beautiful. Never crossed her mind. She don't know she's beautiful. No, she's not that kind. She don't know she's beautiful.
Katie's sitting on her old front porch, watching the chickens peck the ground. There ain't a whole lot going on tonight in this one-horse town. Over yonder, coming up the road in a beat-up Chevy truck, her boyfriend Tommy is laying on the horn, splashing through the mud and the muck. Her daddy says he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She'd follow Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. And even if they have to run away, she's gonna marry that boy someday. Katie and Tommy at the drive-in movie, parked in the very last row. They're too busy holding on to one another to even care about the show. Later on outside the Tasty Freeze, Tommy slipped something on her hand. He says my high school ring will have to do till I can buy a wedding band. Her daddy says he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She'd follow Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. And even if they have to run away, she's gonna marry that boy someday. Her daddy's waiting up till 12:30 when they come sneaking up the walk. He says, young lady, get on up to your room while me and Junior have a talk. Mama breaks in, says, don't lose your temper. It wasn't very long ago when you yourself was just a hayseed plowboy who didn't have a row to hoe. My daddy said you wasn't worth a lick. When it came to brains, you got the short end of the stick. But he
have kissed me like this wasn't gonna last. Kept me from saying something I'll never take back. You could have held me like there was no chance of me waking up where I am. You could have stopped short of every dream I've ever had. So help me, girl, you've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it feels each time we touch, I know I've never been so loved. And I can't help myself, so help me, girl. You had to be there when that old sun came up, making last night feel like a vision of things yet to come. You just had to hold me like nobody else. Now look what you've gone and done. You had to love me till I just can't get enough. So help me, girl, you've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it feels each time we touch, I know I've never been so loved. And I can't help myself, so help me, girl. You've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it feels each time we touch, I know I've never been so loved. And I can't help myself, so help me, girl. Now I can't help myself, so help me, girl.
In a cozy little restaurant for lovers, it seems so out of place for you and me. We used to play around under the covers, but now it's just a place to watch TV. So love me like you used to, when our love was brand new. And darling, when we're through, you can love me again and hold me like you want to, instead of like you have to. Love me like you used to love me, when you used to love me. Maybe we could use a long vacation, but the trouble here is bound to tag along. We used to be each other's inspiration, when it only took my touch to turn you on. So love me like you used to, when our love was brand new. And darling, when we're through, you can love me again and hold me like you want. instead of like you had to. Love me like you used to love me, when you used to love me. Well, we used to sit and talk about forever, but now we hardly ever talk at all. We walked a lot of tight ropes together. We always caught each other when we'd fall. So love me like you used to, when our love was brand new. And darling, when we're through, you can love me again and hold me like you want to, instead of like you have to. Love me like you used to love me, when you used to love me. Love me like you used to, when you used to love me.
When I woke up this morning, wiped the sleep from my eyes, I found a new day dawning, and suddenly I realized you're gone. Tell me that you didn't say goodbye. I'm in a state of confusion. I hope things aren't what they seem. If this is really happening, just let me go back to dream your home. Tell me I was dreaming, that you didn't leave me here to cry. You didn't say
Darling, tell me you didn't say
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it, long before we ever knew. Now I just can't believe you're in my life. Heaven smiling down on me as I look at you tonight. I tip my hand to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. Soft moonlight on your face, oh, how you shine. It takes my breath away just to look into your eyes. I know I don't deserve a treasure like you. There really are no words to show my gratitude. So I tip my hand to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew.
I've cried a million tears down through the years, searching for that special one. And the vows I took before were all forevermore. But no matter how I tried, they came undone. Then the good Lord finally gave me the true love of a lady, someone who believes in me. And she lets me know each day that love is here to stay. I finally found someone who'll never leave. I put a golden band on the right left hand this time, and the right left hand put a golden band on mine. for the love that my heart needs. She'll be close enough to touch, and when the nights are long and cold, she'll be there to hold, all dressed up for one more night of love. I put a golden band on the right left hand this time, and the right left hand put a golden band on mine. When our hair is snowy white, time will prove I'm right. I put a golden band on the right left hand this time. I put a golden band on the right left hand this time. Sitting in a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant, she was staring at her coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze, and talk was small when they talked at all. They both knew what they wanted. There was no need to talk about it. They were old enough to scope it out and keep it loose. She said, "You don't look like my type, but I guess you do." Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous. And he said, "I'll even tell you that I love you if you want me to." Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous. When they left the bar, they got in his car and they drove away. He drove to the family inn. She didn't even have to pretend she didn't know what for. Then he went to the desk and made his request while she waited outside. Then he came back with the key, and she said, "Give it to me and I'll unlock the door." She kept saying, "I've never really done this kind of thing before. Have you?" Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous. And he said, "Yes, I have, but only a time or two." Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous. Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous. Third rate romance, low rate rendezvous.
She's 15 and he's barely driving a car. She's got his ring and he's got the keys to her heart. It's just a matter of time they'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, love says they will. There's a baby crying and one more on the way. There's a wolf at the door with a big stack of bills they can't pay. The clouds are dark and the wind is high, but they can see the other side. Like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, love says they will. She's 83 and he's barely driving a car. She's got his ring, he's got the key to her heart. It's just a matter of time. They'll spread their wings and fly like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way with a head full of dreams and faith that can move anything. They've heard it's all uphill, but all they know is how they feel. The world says they'll never make it, but love says they will.
Mama told her baby girl, take it real slow. Girl told her mama, hey, I really gotta go. He's waiting in the car. Mama said, girl, you won't get far. Thus are the dreams of an average Jane, 90 miles an hour down a lover's lane on a tank of dreams. Oh, if she could have only seen, but fate's got cards that it don't want to show, and that boy's just a walk-away Joe, born to be a leaver, tell you from the word go, destined to deceive her. He's the wrong kind of paradise. She's gonna know it in a matter of time. That boy is just a walk-away Joe. Now just a little while into Abilene, pulls into a station and he robs it clean. She's waiting in the car, oh, underneath the Texaco star. She only wanted love, didn't bargain for this. She can't but love him for the way he is. She's only 17, and there ain't no reasoning. So she'll ride this ride as far as it can go, 'cause that boy's just a walk-away Joe, born to be a leaver, tell you from the word go, destined to deceive her. He's a wrong kind of paradise. She's gonna know it in a matter of time. That boy's just a walk-away Joe. Somewhere in a roadside motel room, alone in the silence, she wakes up too soon and reaches for his arm. But she'll just keep reaching on, for the cold hard truth revealed what he had known. That boy's just a walk-away Joe, born to be a leaver, tell you from the word go, destined to deceive her. He's a wrong kind of paradise, but it was just another lesson in life. That boy was a walk-away Joe. Yeah. All he was a walk-away Joe.
They sent him to Asia to fight in a war. He came back home crazy and asking what for. They had him committed, medals and all, to a mental hospital with rubber wall. They cut off the funding, they cut off the lights. He hit the street running that cold winter night. Now the streets are the only place he can call home. He seems oh so lonely, but he's never alone. He lies there holding his wild Irish rose, this crazy old fool in the smelly old clothes. He could have had something much better, God knows, than a half-empty bottle of wild Irish rose. A baby named Scarlet with laughing blue eyes has been in his wallet all the way back since '65. So much was forgotten, oh, so far back in time, way down in the bottom of a river of wine. You know, they found him at Park Street, West 25th. They can't even find a heartbeat. Lord, his fingers are stiff, just like they're all frozen. He's holding her tight, but the habit, oh, it's broken. This is Rose's last night. He lies there holding his wild Irish rose, but his soul's in a place where a real hero goes. Now he's got something better, much better, God knows, than a half-empty bottle of wild Irish rose.
She left the car in the driveway. She left the key in the door. She left the kids at her mama's, and the laundry piled up on the floor. She left her ring on the pillow, right where it wouldn't be missed. She left a note in the kitchen next to the grocery list. It said, "You don't even know who I am. You left me a long time ago. You don't even know who I am. So what do you care if I go?" He left the ring on the pillow. He left the clothes on the floor. And he called her to say he was sorry, but he couldn't remember what for. So he said, "I've been doing some thinking, and I've been thinking that maybe you're right. I go to work every morning, and I come home to you every night. care.